Now, when we last left off, you guys had made it to the city of Namu on the continent of Viet after fleeing from the home continent of Ignatia.
For a second, I thought you said Naboo.
No,
I'm
not Namu.
sorry.
Namu. Namu.
I know. It's just like how close it sounded to me. Sorry about that.
You guys had made your way to Namu. You you stuck around the city for a little bit, but then you went on your little mission from Igneal to try and open up a trade agreement between the Spirelings and Venom Fang in Ignatia. You guys successfully you fought the fire giant leader and you beat him. And I believe that's where we left off.
Yes, we did.
Okay. So he Oh, sorry, I got the hiccups. So
I go to loot the corpse.
there is no corpse. You
I
didn't
know,
kill
I'm
him.
joking. I know, I'm joking.
I too loot the corpse.
Uh, Grangle, as his name is, he kind
I
of
too loot the corpse.
okay. I hate you all.
Hey.
He kind of leans back in his chair, still kind of a little hurt from the battle. He has some of his underlings tending to his wounds. He kind of sits there and he kind of just looks all of you over, and he says, "That was a pretty good fight."
Hey man, it's been definitely been a while since we've had a nice honest fight like that. Should do it again sometime.
He nods. And he says, "Actually, after that fight, I wonder if you could maybe help me out with a job I've been trying to do."
But the agreement's already been
Me
done,
as
right?
well.
The agreement's already done. Yeah, the besting him in combat basically afforded you the ability to get the contract. So now he will work with Venom Fang. Because
Alright.
that's already settled. I have another job that you might be able to help me with. It pays incredibly well, and any loot you get along the way is yours to keep.
I'm in.
I'm here to keep them from dying, so yeah.
Except for when he just leaves us to be captured. And I glare at Manny.
I just stare at them.
He goes, "Excellent, excellent. Now, you won't be doing this job alone. You'll be working with some of my men." And he kind of gestures his hand over, and if you'd like to introduce your second characters.
Sure, I'll start.
Let's go first. Alright.
I'll go first. All right, so you see a short little gnome come out wearing the typical all black. He has kind of like a Yosemite Sam style like mustache beard combo, just not as long. I mean he's a gnome, so he's only like 3'2".
Is he like
He's
kind of part of the gnome KKK kind of thing?
you wish. Um, he's a forest gnome. So he has a nice like natural vibe to him. He's 148 years old. And he says, "Philip Thornbrush at your service. How may nice to make your acquaintance. I look forward to working with all of you." And he goes up to shake Miney's hand.
He shakes back.
Oh, Miney's kids. When he go when Sure's your character's name again?
Who? Ignil?
Yeah, when he goes to shake Neil's hand passes through him. And you hear a giggling behind you. Oh, just a little gnome humor there. Nice to make your acquaintance. It's an illusion. Haha, made you. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna fuck with you guys a lot.
Perfect.
Haha.
Okay, who else would like to go?
I don't have a description for my character, but
You can just
my
describe.
character's
You can just say
Name is
anything.
Atreus and Claire. She's a changeling.
You can describe her
Paladin
however you
rogue.
want to. Since she's a changeling, changelings can change their forms.
I know that.
Okay. And then Manny.
So how are you?
Oh, go ahead.
How are you gents doing?
Pretty natural. We just took down your boss pretty naturally.
It won't happen again in the future. Alright, so man.
Probably not.
Okay, and then Manny.
All of a sudden, you see like popping through the door from like the main entrance. Somebody that looks so familiar from back then, carrying a bag over his back again. A lizard man, dark, has all these cuts all over his tail. You know him. You may hate him. You may have stabbed him. They're here.
Oh, my nose is just. What's up, Darkier?
Hey, what's up? They're here with some more
You're
supplies.
very hard to understand, Darkier.
I walk. Thirkir walks over to the fire giant. Here's the supplies that you asked for.
He nods in your direction and he gestures over, and two men come over and take the bag from you.
Oh, since my job is not done yet. Well, my job is done here and everything. Do you need me for anything?
He goes, actually, yes. You can assist these 5 with their next mission.
Ah, yes, sure. I'll do that.
Excellent.
Thirkir is always ready to kill. But anyway, all of a sudden you see him pull out his bag holding a pickled jar that looks like it's full of pickles.
Thank God it's pickles and not something else.
Do you want to inspect?
No, not really.
You see him he opened up the jar, and whatever is pickleated, he just starts to eat it.
Okay.
Does it have a horrid smell?
What?
Does it have a horrid smell?
You can't really tell from here, unless you want to roll the inspect the smell.
No.
Okay. So Grangle kind of gestures over, and 2, they look well-dressed figures approach. They're not giants, they're humanoids. They kind of approach, and they say, we have some interest in a plague that's been besieging the giant folk here. It's called the Fade. It's incredibly deadly, incredibly contagious, and we don't know how to stop it. But this is the second time in recorded history that the Fade has made itself known. About 500 years ago, there was a cure, or at least something like a cure, but it's been lost to history. We think that maybe a tome down in the Undercity might have the answers we're looking for. So we'd like you 6 to go down to the Undercity, explore it, what have you, and find this tome that might have the cure inside of it. Does that sound agreeable to you?
Yeah.
No problem.
I guess-
Is there anything that we should be worried about during the travel?
Grengel kind of raises his hand and says, it's incredibly dangerous down there. That's why, as a sign of good faith, I'm allowing you access to a safe house nearby. Once you're done with your expeditions down in the Undercity, you can go to the safe house to rest safely, because I wouldn't recommend resting down there. It's just too dangerous. And also,
Thirkir is ready to help, and as of such, I'd like to tell you that, I'd like to tell you that my leader, Donovic, has given his condolences.
Okay. He goes, I would also recommend that you take your time down there. There is a small rush to get the cure out, but there's no timetable. You can take as long as you need. Just be aware.
Oh, it takes long.
The job pays 10,000 gold.
I jump off the building.
Each
person?
or altogether?
Altogether.
Okay.
Damn it.
But you also can keep any loot you find down there. Anything you find is yours to take.
Should we expect to find anything of magical property?
He goes, earlier expeditions into the city have yielded magical items, lots of treasure, but it's also incredibly dangerous.
No problem.
Vaughn loots
Consider it
his
done.
other character's corpse.
So I'm just trying to roll my health right now. I haven't done that. That's
You're
the only
fine.
thing I haven't done for my character.
You're fine. It's taking a little bit. But he says there's a guide that you can not hire. He works for me. Tell him that I sent you, and he'll give you the locations of where this tome might be. So you can kind of narrow it down between certain places. He goes, you'll find him at the Swallowed Calf Inn.
Damn it.
Swallow the cat in.
Swallowed
Alright.
Calf.
Oh, calf. Oh, right. That was a miscommunication. Thank God this wasn't me trying to understand giant for a sec. My apologies.
Okay. He goes, I would rest after our fight, obviously. You can leave tomorrow morning. The guide, his name is Johannes. He'll take you to the entrance. He'll take you down to the entrance of the city. And then
Good
he'll
question.
probably...
Does he have a demon inside of him?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right. Just making sure.
I need another paper. Fuck.
He goes, I would...
Where
you
can we
re-
rest at?
You can rest at the safe house. It's yours. And he kind of gestures, and someone brings over a set of keys. And he says, the two... what are your other characters' names again, other than Thakir?
Drea Sinclair.
Okay. Drea and the gnome they know where the safe house is. And Drea and the gnome, you guys
Sorry,
do.
I had you guys muted. It's Philip Thornbush.
Philip Thornbush. So Drea and Philip, you know where the safe house is. You guys have never made expeditions to the Undercity before, but you've heard of expeditions. People go down there in maybe groups of 10, and sometimes only 5 will come back. Sometimes nobody will come back. Because it's on the border between the Underdark and just underground. So there's a lot of dangers down there.
Oh, culture.
But Drea will show you the way.
She takes the lead.
Hey, Vaughn. Third has the supplies
Oh,
you asked
wrong
for
dice.
earlier. Oh, yeah, appreciate it. I'll go ahead and take this from you.
Javon, what's your character's name again? I'm writing it down.
Philip
Third
Thornbush.
oh, wait, you're talking about Javon. Well, bad.
Philip Thornbush. Natural service.
These low HP rolls, dude. Fuck.
Rada.
Your
My
Nigel
character doesn't have a
Thornberry
constitution
as a
modifier either, dude. This is ass. This is fucking ass, dude. God damn it.
You said what?
My character doesn't have a constitution modifier, so she isn't getting bonuses for my HP rolls. She's got low HP for paladin / rogue.
Okay. So you guys, Philip and Drea, or is that how you pronounce my name? Drea?
Drea.
Drea,
Yeah.
okay. Philip and Drea, you guys take them outside of the warehouse district to it's like a upper middle class kind of area with houses. And you guys take them to a nice 2-story house, well kept. The front door is locked, but you have the key. You unlock it.
This was a nice safe house.
It's a nice safe house. It's on the
Yeah.
nicer end of houses. It's not like a mansion, but it's definitely not a squall, like a squalor.
Okay.
So you have access to the house. It has plenty of beds, plenty of rooms. It has a kitchen, a nice living room. It maybe has 6 rooms, just enough for one each.
Nice.
So you guys can retire for the evening.
Oh, I retire.
Okay, you guys
Well,
settle
that-
in for the night.
well,
Yes.
While that's happening, for Vaughn, I'm gonna have him for his downtime before he sleeps. He's gonna go ahead and start using his what's the spell called again?
Fucking papers are getting all scattered.
Ceremony. He's gonna use ceremony to go ahead and start creating a bunch of create some more holy water.
Okay. Okay, so you do that. I'll say you prepare. Roll a d10 for me.
Actually,
Hey.
I think the ceremony spell works differently. Let me check.
Does
But
it tell you how
you
many
said
you
ro-
make?
that's what I'm about to double check. Because I think I only make like one per minute or something like that. Let me double check. Anybody can do
It's
their
only one.
own. Yeah.
You touch
Only,
one vial of water and make it holy water.
Oh, that's right. It's in the other book. Damn
It's
it.
in Xanthar's.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'll be doing that until I spend all my
How many slots do you have?
or let's see. Ceremonies first level slot. 4.
4.
I
So
got
you make,
4.
if you'd like, you can make 4.
Okay.
Okay, so you take the
Only-
time before you go to bed to make 4 vials of holy water.
Hey.
All right. With that, I got 7 bottles of holy water.
Okay. Does anyone else have any activities they'd like to do before they go to bed?
No.
I mean, if you want me to just go ahead and do my usual, I just go out and start hustling people. We
Okay.
can do a quick roll for that. See how much money I make.
Make.
Thirkir is like started to follow.
Okay, make a deception check for me.
I can do that. You beautiful son of a bitch.
I'd like to. Thirkir like to assist.
23.
23.
Yes, sir.
You can roll since the third Kira is helping. You can roll with advantage if you'd like. You might get higher than a 23.
26.
26. Okay. You get about 260 silver. Let's just say over the course of maybe 2 hours, you just set up a little card stand and start grifting people.
Sounds good.
As Thurkir kind of just stands over you with his arms crossed.
Yep. Come here, everybody.
I'll slide.
This man
I'll
will show you
I'll
the
slide 100.
impossible.
I'll slide 130 of it to Kier
Okay.
for
so-
the assistance. Tell him I don't usually do this often. I'm not one to share money, but I appreciate the help.
So Thurkir, you have 130 silver.
130 silver.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right.
Other than that, just go ahead and get some rest. Let my spells and everything come back.
Okay. You guys all retire for the evening. It's a.
Oh, we're level 7s now, right?
You're level 7s, yes.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead.
You guys all retire for the evening. The beds are comfortable and warm. It's Namu's not so much. It's a temperate climate. It's not cold. It's not hot. It's like right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's comfortable to sleep. You know, you can leave the windows open if you'd like, but it's comfortable sleep enough. You guys awake in the morning. Drea and Philip, you know that the guide you're supposed to find is at the Swallowed Calf. So you guys can head there if you'd like, or you can explore the city a bit before you begin your expeditions.
Do we have? Is there a magic shop? No, I'll wait. I think I'm pretty good. I'll look see what I can find whenever we get out there. I tell Igneel that I'm ready to go.
Okay.
That's pretty much it for me.
Where are we headed again? Oh, shit.
The Swallowed Calf. You have to recruit a guide for the Undercity.
Is that a bar or something?
It's a tavern.
Alright.
So the six of you make your way through the streets. Dre and Philip, you're familiar with these streets. You've lived here for a little bit. You know where the Swallowed Calf is. You find it easily enough.
Yeah.
Inside it is morning, so it's kind of empty. There's maybe 3 people, not including the bartender. And as you enter, the bartender kind of throws his arms up and says, welcome to the Swallowed Calf. What can I get for you?
But what, do we know the guide's name?
Yes, it was Johannes.
Drea walks up and goes, excuse me, we're looking for Johannes.
Oh, that's a scumbag. And he kind of points to the corner. He's over there running up his tab as usual.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
He goes, if there's anything you need, I've got drinks and food.
Can I go ahead and I've known him for quite some time. Can I go ahead and get a beer on his tab?
He kind of looks at you. Make a
Roll
persuasion check.
deception. Persuasion, even better. Actually, is that better? Let's see. Persuasion's not bad. That's 18.
18. He goes, sure, why not? And he kind of
Awesome.
he slides you a glass of ale.
My man. I slide him 2 gold.
He goes, that'll cover his tab for a while. Thank you.
I take back 1 gold.
He goes, that's fair.
I slide him silver.
Okay. He kind of pockets the change and says, hey, Johannes, you got visitors. And you see this older gentleman kind of hunched over with a robe, wearing a nice fitted robe. He's half asleep in the bar, the little booth. He kind of he wakes up when he hears his name. He's like, what? Oh, and he sees you guys approach him. And he goes, what do you want?
You know why we're here.
You need a guide for the Undercity?
Yep. Let's go to get this mission over with.
He kind of rolls his eyes and says, you're lucky Grangle's paying your tab. It costs a lot to rent me for a guide.
I look when I look to Igneel and I say, with how high his bar tab is, I don't assume it's really that much.
He kind of just looks at you. He gives you the stink eye, and he says, well, let's get going. The quicker we get this done with, the quicker I can get back to drinking.
Sounds
Is
good.
he giving me a guide the whole thing? Or-
He said-
says you better not die, because Dorkir eats fingers.
He says,
Facts.
I'm not going to guide you through the whole Undercity. I'm going to take you to the entrance, take you to the city, and then, according to what Grangle has, I'm going to give you the location.
How much does it cost to guide us through the whole city?
He kind of looks at you and says, you got 1,000 gold?
Sure.
Not for you.
Because that
I look
place
at money,
is dangerous.
money. Don't waste your money on this guy, man.
I figure he's gonna die before the end of it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that works.
Because when I was younger, I used to explore the city, but I'm too old for it now. It's just too dangerous. Too many
Say what?
mind flayers, and I could have sworn I saw a dragon down there once.
We'll pay
was
you for your
thinking
time to
use it
get,
as
get us
bait
through
bait.
there, but we're not. But we're not here to protect you. That's your own course of action.
He goes, fair enough. He goes, now let's get
All right.
going. I want to get back to drinking.
I'm not paying him 1,000 gold. Just saying.
No, you're not.
So-
I know. I understand. He kind of hops off the booth. He's a dwarf, so he's kind of short. But you do notice that he's walking with a limp, and one of his legs is artificial. And
Does he
kinda-
have a
What happened to the
beard?
leg?
Because I lost it down in the Undercity. My compatriots had to carry me out. It was embarrassing.
Did you ever get it back?
He kind of looks at you funny and says, I never thought about getting it back.
I don't think I let such a good leg just go.
Wow.
All right,
He
let's go.
kind of just shakes his head.
You're so basic, Javon, sometimes.
He leads you outside
You
the
know
bar.
you know what'll fix that? A
What?
sorcerer with wish.
Because I would.
I hate
He goes.
feeling.
He just kind of looks at you funny and says, "Come on, let's get going." And he kind of leads you. He leads you into the upper section of the city, like the upper class, where this is where the city gets its. Hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Okay, it passed. He takes you to the upper class section of the city, which is the houses are made of marble and they're big. They're not made for humanoids, they're made for giants. So as you're walking around, the doors are like 20 feet tall. The houses themselves are hundreds of feet tall. As you're navigating through the upper section of the city, he kind of takes you down a back alley and to the back of this what looks like a storage house. He pulls out a set of keys on a ring and he kind of fumbles through them for a bit until he finds the right one. He unlocks the door and ushers you all into a darkened room.
For a second, he was about to usher us into a dark alley just to get mugged.
You guys enter the room. It's much colder in here than it was outside. The stone seems to be having a natural, it's absorbing the heat pretty well. He pulls out a torch and lights it and continues down a long hallway. As you walk down the hallway, you can feel it kind of slant and you begin to walk downhill. And you guys walk for maybe 30 minutes, just this long tunnel, until you come to what looks like a spiral staircase just descending down. And he goes, okay, you follow the stairs all the way to the bottom, and then it's hard to miss, but you'll be in the Undercity. Now, the book you're looking for, I don't know much about it, but I know there's 3 places it could be. It could be in the library, it can be in the old Duke's house, or it could be in the old market. It's a slim chance. But if it is in the market, I have to warn you that it's home to a dragon. And not some
What
pushover,
kind of dragon?
the kind that eats legs.
No, I mean like what
Oh.
color?
Well then.
He goes, from what I can remember, it's a white dragon.
He's like, what kind of dragon is it? The kind that eats legs? As I look through my monster manual, the leg-eating dragon.
Because it's a white dragon.
Well,
I don't
all right.
know.
Well, I mean,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll say if we have enough people, then we could probably go ahead and split up. Well, if the dragon's supposed to be in the market, we'll save that for last. But we could probably split the party up and check the other 2 areas, unless you think it's too dangerous to split up.
He says he goes, I would not split up. There's mind
Yep.
flayers, there's mimics, I'm pretty sure there's something in the library that might want to eat you.
All right. Just a heads up again. Logan, my gnome has a dagger of warning,
Okay.
so he can't be surprised. So I'm pretty sure it only alerts me. So if something happens, you can let me know if you want to.
Okay.
And I can, I guess, choose whether or not I like these people enough to
text
tell them.
message.
I'll text you. I'll text you if it comes up.
Okay.
He goes, now listen. I haven't been down in the city much lately. But I know the Duke's quarters, you probably want to start there. I know there's an old alchemical lab. It's hidden somewhere in the Duke's house. if you can find it. Hold on, sorry.
You're good.
If you can find it, that's where I'd look in the Duke's quarters first, because he may have checked out the book or had it with him before the Undercity fell.
Okay.
So, and he kind of hands you the torch and says, "You're on your own now. Don't go dying down there. I don't need the bad publicity." And he kind of turns around and he kind of limps his way back up the long tunnel.
Is it because you have a big tab?
He kind of shouts back to you and says, "No, I just don't want people thinking I get people killed."
By the way, I paid off most of your tab.
He kind of looks at you curiously and then just nods knowingly.
You also bought me a drink.
He turns and he just walks up the tunnel off into the distance.
He's like, yeah, but I can
Nice
kill you
fella.
guys now.
All right. Well, where you guys want to head first?
We gotta head down the stairs, don't we?
You got a
Yeah.
point.
There's only one direction.
Let's head down the
Oh, yeah.
stairs.
Fuck you, Miney. Piece of shit.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So I recommend. So I guess we'll start heading down.
Okay. You guys have the torch. It's
Hitting
dark.
the library.
It's dark, but you have a torch now. You guys begin to descend down the staircase. It takes maybe an hour before you.
Whoever's holding the torch, I reach out to their torch, I touch it, and I cast light.
Okay. So the torch, which was kind of dim light, is now this big explosion of bright light. Okay.
Hey
Sorry.
guys, look. I lit a torch.
I'm so proud.
Okay. So it takes you about an hour of just going down this long staircase. And it takes a long time. You almost kind of feel like maybe you're being fucked with until you finally, the staircase ends at this open expanse of a tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
As you proceed down the tunnel, it's cold. It's not too warm. You guys continue down until suddenly your torch it goes out, but the light spell's still going, and you're kind of just in the nick of time. You stop at the edge of a precipice, and stretching out before you, illuminated by these weird cave crystals, you can see maybe 50 feet down from your precipice, you see the starting of a city that kind of stretches out into the expanse. It's in a big hollowed out cavern, and the city is pretty sizable. But
Yeah, this is actually really unique right here.
the city
Alright.
just kind of stretches out before you. To your right, you can see that there's more stairs that go from the edge of the cliff down to the city. But you can you see the entire city as it is right now. Go ahead and make perception checks for me, all of you.
All three of us or six of us?
All 6.
Got you.
Well, Ignil got ass, but Drea got better.
Oh,
17
shit.
for
Alright.
Drea.
I didn't do good on either of them, dude. I got a 3 and a 1.
Okay, so Ran and Philip. It's kind of dark. The crystals that illuminate the city give it this dull, almost like moonlight glow. But it doesn't really
Ron
illuminate
got
the city.
15 and third care got a 9.
Okay, and then what did you get, Miney?
Ignil got a 9, and then Drea got a 17.
17? Okay, so Drea is the only one who can make out the most farthest parts of the city. The rest of you can make out like maybe half of the city before the light kind of just fades and you can't really see much more. But you can see 2 large buildings. One in the center of the city that looks kind of like what you would think a library would look like. It's in the middle of the city. It's not a castle, it's just this big building. But you do see a castle stretching towards the end of the city, which is, it looks like that might be the Duke's house, the one he talked about. But you can't see the market, at least not from here. So you guys see the city before you. What would you like to do? Or where would you like to go first?
I'll say the library.
Yeah. Can we see a library from here?
Yes, the library is in the middle of the city.
Alright, so I pull out of my bag
So
of
I
holding a
think we
little dead-
should start with the library first. I see it down there in the center.
I pull out of my bag of holding a little dead firefly.
Okay.
Hold it up a little bit. Grab a pebble on the ground. And I cast light once again.
Okay.
Because, you know, a cantrip. And I go ahead and throw. I throw the pebble over in the distance where I would believe the library is.
Okay. Make a strength check to see how far it goes.
Got it.
Actually, I'll
Shit. My dice just
I'll-
flew. Let me grab another one. Damn it.
I'll do you one a little better. Logan,
Alright,
I'll go ahead and cast Arcane Eye.
Okay. What does that do?
You create an invisible floating eye that you can receive visual information from for the duration.
22.
The eye can be moved up to 30 feet per round and has no limit to how far away it can be. It cannot
Okay.
pass through solid objects, but can fit through a space as small as 1 square inch.
Okay. And what did you get, Vaughn?
22.
22. You kind of baseball pitch the rock off into the distance. Now the library is maybe hundreds of feet away from you. So the pebble kind of falls in what looks like a residential area. It just kind of hits the ground and rolls.
Oh, so we're pretty close to the library.
The library is in the center of the city. You're at one end of the city.
Oh.
But what would you like to do with your eye, Javon?
I tell the guys that I can check out the scope out the library for us before we start heading down. As we start heading towards it, if they want.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so I guess
just so you
while we
know,
start heading there, I'll start heading towards the library and
I
keep
like
a look
intro
on.
lasts up to an hour as a heads up.
What light does?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not a it's not a concentration, but it does last an hour.
Okay. You guys begin descending down the stairs. Javon, your eye kind of floats off towards the library. And I'll say, as you guys reach the bottom of the staircase to the actual city itself, I'll say the eye has arrived at the library.
Okay. Do I see a door? Boy, do I see a door? Do I see anything out of the ordinary outside of the library?
Oh, that was weird. There's nothing outside that's weird. It is a little dilapidated, but it's not too bad. It doesn't look like it's not been kept, but
For sure.
it is dilapidated, sort of. The
Is
doors
this like are the buildings like all giant sized or are they normal sized?
they are giant sized. Oh no, they're normal
Yeah.
sized. The city
Okay.
was meant for humanoids.
At the second, Thurkir decides to go ahead and stealth and hide a little
Okay.
bit, like follow within the shadow of them all.
Okay,
Yeah.
make a stealth check.
I'll do the same thing for Philip.
Okay.
I'll
roll-
tell everybody that I'll be close by, and I'll keep lookout.
See, 18.
I got a 13.
Okay. So your eye kind of floats into the library. The first room it enters. The first room it enters is maybe 25 feet by 30 feet. Hold on.
Wow.
It's 25 feet by 30 feet. It's this big,
Ow.
large entryway, with the clerical desk in the center where a receptionist would probably be. The desk is kind of broken in half and collapsed. What looks like there were chairs for people to sit in have just been reduced to rubble.
Okay.
But it does look like this is the entrance to the library.
Okay. Well, how many rooms do I see that connect to this one?
There's one hallway that kind of stretches off from behind the reception area, and it kind of just stretches. How does it have dark vision?
It does.
Okay. And you can see it stretches off to what looks like a four-way intersection.
Okay. Do I see anything that may be a threat? Anything possibly living or any tracks around?
Make an investigation check.
I can do that. 1 second. 1 second. There you go, fat boy. Gotta switch back. Investigation is. Whew. I got a 16.
16?
Luckily, yeah, because I have like 0 in my fucking.
There are fresh tracks in the dust that lead into the interior, that lead farther down the hall. As you follow the tracks, they kind of... Hold on.
You're good.
They go left at the four-way intersection and disappear into a longer hallway.
Okay. I passed that information on to the group as to what I see so far.
Okay. The rest of you are relayed this information.
Really? You don't say. Okay. So,
How far are we from the library?
You guys are making your way through the what looks like a residential district. It's dilapidated, as is everything, but there's no... It's very quiet. There's no sounds of any life. And as you guys proceed farther into the city, everybody make perception checks. Except for Rand, because he's using his eye.
Alright.
aye. Okay, cool. Let's see. So,
Well, like Neil doesn't see shit.
they're curious got a 13.
Philip got a 16.
The
Dre got a 10.
and Vaughn got a 16.
Okay. You guys aren't seeing any signs of life. There's no tracks. There's no underground creatures scurrying about. There's no rats. It is eerily quiet, and as you continue to press on, the farther you get into the city, the more kind of constrictive it feels. The buildings kind of close in on you. The roads get narrower.
Okay.
And after maybe 10 minutes, you guys arrive at the large stone staircase that leads up to the library.
Okay. About how long would you say it took for us to get there?
About 20 minutes.
Okay, so I still got some time left in my my eye.
Is your eye visible or is it invisible?
It is invisible.
Okay, good to know.
Alright, since Starkier's more or less still stealthing, I'd like to have him climb up the library wall like a spider with his boots of spider climbing, or well, silk boots of spider climbing. You understand?
I understand. So, Thurkir, you begin climbing up the wall. There are no windows to this library. It looks like it's just one big stone box.
Don't worry. Where's like the most broken glass window up on the front
No.
door?
There are no windows.
There's none?
It's just a big stone box.
Oh. I climb still on the wall as a spider and get to the front door.
There's
Okay.
no real sunlight that let in, so that makes sense.
I just sit there just like a spider from The Legend of Zelda during Ocarina of Time. You had to go inside the giant tree. And it just
Okay.
keeps us just sitting there menacingly.
Okay. Are you guys entering the library, or are you just hanging back for a bit?
I know Vaughn's walking up. He's just going up the staircase.
I guess I'm entering the library. I mean, me, Ignale, and Andrea.
Okay.
I mean, you guys want me to finish maybe scouting it out before we head inside?
You can. Yeah, you can.
All right. I guess the DM's choice on how thorough or how far my eye ventures into there.
I'll say your eye kind of follows the tracks. It leads you down a long hallway to a narrow room. And when you enter this room, you can see there are bedrolls, and there's even a campfire going, but it's kind of on its last legs. Your eye
Speaking
does,
of
however,
which-
pick up light coming from the room to the right, and you can hear
Speaking
of
noises coming from there.
Does this hinder Javon's vision by chance while he's doing this?
Yeah, I can visualize and see everything. Maybe reread. It says, yeah, I receive visual information.
Okay, so you can see what we're doing right now. I'm walking up the stairs, but you're also seeing their vision.
No,
visual thing.
I can't see through solid objects.
No, I'm
I can
saying
just
like.
see what the eye sees.
No,
Oh,
what
can
I'm
I
saying
see?
is-
Like, can my person see right now?
Yeah, like. Since
Yeah,
you're looking,
I can still
looking for the other. Okay.
It's kind of like a third eye.
Okay, that makes more sense now.
Yeah. So it's like I
As
see
you-
what I'm doing, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I can kind of see.
It's
Okay,
like, it's like picture in picture.
Yeah. So can I send my eye, I guess, to that room and see if I can make a visual what we got going on in there?
Yes, your eye kind of slowly drifts in. It's a large room filled with books and just these large shelves that go to the roof, about 100 feet up. And you kind of see, there's a little reception desk, and you see there are two humanoids. You can't make out, they're wearing robes, you can't make out their faces, but they're kind of half asleep, just kind of leaned back in a chair.
Okay.
And you can see farther in the library itself, you can see there are other cloaked figures kind of climbing up the bookshelves
They're
and pulling
here.
books out.
Tharkir starts to go inside, crawling like a fucking spider. Stealthily.
Okay. I again pass that information on to you guys. Like, hey, so I definitely see that we won't be alone in here. Can't make out what they are, but there's some humanoid creatures in here as well.
I think Tharkir just already went in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I passed the information to everybody else who's here, and I have Philip. Philip kind of reappears out of the shadows, and says that he'll stay close and just kind of move ahead. So I won't ever be too far, and then it goes back to stealthing.
Okay.
And I mean, I look to Ignale and say, if you're ready to head in, man, I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Logan, where am I at? Cause I'm like Tharkir is like crawling like a spider on the wall, trying to get to whatever there is.
You enter the library and you're climbing on the wall of the roof.
The
ceiling.
wall, cause I'm pretty sure the ceiling is too high, right?
Not in the entrance. In the entrance, it's only maybe 30 feet high.
Okay, then I'm on that ceiling.
Okay. As you've been crawling and the rest of you enter, you guys can see Tharkir kind of scurrying his way across the ceiling into a hallway. The hallway kind of goes into a four-way intersection. There's a right side, a forward side, and a left side, and then back to where you were. Where would you guys like to go?
Bless you. Bless you, buddy. I pass on to the guys that I think we should check out the humanoids first. I'd rather not be caught by surprise.
Alright, so where does that?
So we'll start following. If I remember correctly, there's a trail of footprints behind the receptionist desk that cuts off over to the right. Logan, that sound about right, or to the left and then a right?
It's a left and then a right.
Left. So if you guys follow me, and I
As
kind of
you're
yell
crawl-
out,
as you're
not
crawling
loud,
in
but
that
loud
direction.
enough for Philip to hear. To go ahead and stay close. Gotcha. Hee hee. And then you hear like little footprints just scampering around in the dark.
Okay. You guys begin to make your way through. It's dark, but those of you with dark vision are fine, and the torch is still illuminated from the light spell. As you guys proceed deeper, You eventually come to the right turn. You make your turn. Are you guys being stealthy, or are you just going in?
I'll go ahead and stealth. Does Thorkuni need stealth again? He had an 18, but you want me to do him with stealth again?
Go ahead.
I'll
Okay.
try and still. 14 for Rand. And oh god, 21 for Long. And do you need me to go ahead and stealth Philip again, or is he
Yeah,
still
go ahead and
good
stealth
in-
Philip again.
I'm pretty sure I get advantage on stealth rolls since I'm whatchamacallit.
So let's see. So Vaughn, he does not have the capabilities of stealth. He got a 9.
So I'm grabbing this fucking feat for this character. Dude,
Kier,
tough,
on the
bro.
other hand, 21.
Your hit point maximum increases by an amount equal to twice your level. Jesus fuck.
Okay, so I still need stealth checks from Igneo and Andrea, and for
14
Philip
hit
and
points.
what did you get for Rand, Javon?
Rand got a 14, Long got a 21,
What-
and Philip just got a 21 as well.
Okay,
No, I'm gonna do great better.
and then mining.
Igneal's stealthing, but Drea's not.
Okay,
Vaughn-
Igneal
Vaughn
got a
decides that
18.
he can't stealth.
A
So
19
he just
actually.
decides not to stealth.
I still have my eye looking at those humanoids, Logan. Have they moved, or are they doing anything in particular, or are they just kind of sitting by the fire?
the two at the desk are kind of half asleep. You can see that they're like struggling to stay awake, and the other ones in the distance are just messing with books. They don't seem to notice anything yet.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna have Thorkir crawl that direction. Like where we're going.
Okay.
Thorkir doesn't know about any of the information because he wasn't there because he decided to go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Philip whisper to the guys that he'll move ahead and see head into the room. There's no way he's gonna let any of these guys notice him, and he heads into the room.
Okay.
Hee
Thurkir and Philip, you guys enter this large open room with these long tapestries hanging from the ceiling. They're a little run down, but they still are pretty vivid in color. The bookshelves themselves stretch to hundreds, maybe 100 feet up to the ceiling. And there is a second floor, or it looks like second floor railings that go between the bookshelves and kind of wrap around them. You guys enter. It is quiet, other than the low talking of a couple robed figures, and directly in front of you are two robed figures who at this point have fallen asleep.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
I'm gonna be crawling. I'm gonna be crawling over there like a spider above him, and when I'm able to get it within like reach of him, I'm gonna go ahead and go for a assassination sneak attack on him.
Are you on the ceiling or are you on the ground?
I'm on the ceiling, like on
The
the
ceiling's
ceiling.
100 feet up.
Then I guess I'm on the ground.
Okay. You sneak up behind him. Go ahead and make your attack.
Sneak attack. Wait, so do I get like an advantage on the attack rolls?
He's
since
asleep,
like a
so you get
sneak-
advantage.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah,
wanted to make
is
sure.
your whatchamacallit an assassin, right?
Well, a rogue, but
Is
yeah.
that the roguish archetype that you chose for him?
No, I chose arcane trickster.
Yeah, you
Okay.
won't get the assassin stuff. The assassin
Okay,
stuff is
no,
like
yeah.
double stuff.
Yeah, no
Alright,
problem. That's why I was
so,
checking.
18?
An 18 will hit.
All right. Go ahead and gotta get to my characters. Okay. I lied. That was 22.
That'll still hit.
All right. Let's see. So that's 44 for the sneak attack bonus. And let's see. Doing this with my rapier. D10. Ah, here we go. Alright. Okay, so that plus. Alright, 13 points of damage.
13.
Mhm.
You kind of gently wrap your arm around his head and stab your weapon right into the side of his temple. He doesn't even thrash or anything. He just goes limp in your arms. And he is dead.
Alright. I'm guessing I have to stealth again real quick.
Yeah.
Alright, 18.
18. Okay.
Alright. What is Philip doing this time?
Yes, Philip, what are you doing?
Where am I at in the room?
You're just ahead of the desk. You saw Thurkir kind of walk over and assassinate this gentleman. The other one doesn't seem to wake up, and the ones in the back have not seemed to notice.
Okay. I guess I'll try to move in and take out the other one that's sleeping at the table as well.
Okay, make an attack roll.
And do I get advantage? How's the assassinate work? Do I get advantage or?
Question.
He's asleep, so you
Since
get
I'm right.
advantage. And yes, Miney?
All right.
Can a character move slowly without like stealthing, or
Like
should I
half
just
speed?
stealth check? Like,
If you have the Face Skulker, I think it lets you move at normal pace.
well, no, I'm
Or
just
if
talking
you're,
about like, because Drea wasn't gonna stealth, but I guess I could just roll stealth for
Yeah,
her,
just roll stealth.
because it'll just be easier to do it that way instead of I don't know. Yeah, I rolled
I got
ass.
an 18.
She got a 4 or something.
Okay. The rest of the party's stealth makes up for that, so don't worry too much.
Because I think I have to roll at disadvantage because of my armor.
Yes.
So
Yeah, we got you. I rolled an 18. Logan.
18?
Mhm.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. Oh dear.
Drea got a 7 for her stealth, by the way. Actually, no, it's higher than that. It's
That's my dagger, so that's just 1d4 damage. Remember
So-
correctly?
Plus sneak attack damage.
How does that work? I do not understand how sneak attack damage works.
What level are you?
7 as far as I know. Unless you want me to be a
No.
20. I can be a 20.
For like Rogue.
Oh, wait,
Like,
there we go.
Rogue.
I found the page. Once per turn, you can do an extra 1d6 damage to one creature. Okay.
No, it's more than that. If you're doing sneak attack,
Well,
it's
beginning at first level.
Javon,
Once per turn, you can
What
do an
level
extra
are-
1d6
what level
damage.
of Rogue are you at right now? Like Rogue level.
7, right?
What are you looking at?
Okay, then you got 4d6
Yeah,
for your sneak
4d6.
attack.
So
Okay, I just trust you guys.
it's an
All right.
additional 4d6.
I'll find that later. 4d6, got you.
Okay, if you look at the main. Hold on. If you look at the rogue in the player handbook, on the first page it shows you your level, and then it at whatever level you are,
okay.
and then it shows to the right is how many sneak attack dice you get. And
I
then on the
appreciate you,
next
beautiful
page it
son of a
shows
bitch.
sneak attack that explains how it works.
Gotcha. So that one, and then 4d6. So I do a total of 22 damage.
22.
I just want you to know that Drea is going to be able to heave people in half in one hit. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be able to do so much damage with one attack. It's going to be insane.
Is the character that I killed a pretty big person, Logan?
I'll say he's kind of a portly gentleman. He's just he's asleep in the chair, and he kind of starts to wake up as you approach.
Can we tell what these guys are, by the way? Like,
They're wearing nice brown robes with hoods. Thurkir, as you killed yours, you kind of pulled the hood back, and they are drow. They're a dark elf.
Okay.
okay. That's what I figured.
Thurkir
Hold
goes
on.
ahead and proceeds to cut his fingers off.
So I was gonna say if he's too big for me to drag out the way, I'm pretty sure he's too big. I'm a fucking gnome, so I just kind of hide him under the fucking table.
Okay. You,
Look,
as he
Logan.
starts to wake up, though, you kind of lunge forward and just jab him right in the center of the chest. He kind of, and then he just goes limp and dies.
Are there any signs of anything else that may have been around, like I don't know, like slime or goo or like just monster gunk
Make a
or
perception
anything
check.
like that?
Monster. Logan.
Yes.
At this moment, Thurkir decides to start cutting off the guy's fingers since he's dead,
Okay.
and puts it into his
By the way,
jar.
Drea got a 13 for her stealth. And then for my perception, I got a 8. God damn it, one on Ignil.
Actually, do you want me to go ahead and roll a re-stealth, Logan? Get back in
11.
stealth.
Yeah, roll re-stealth.
14 for the wisdom or perception.
Perception? You give a quick
22.
scan of the room. Kind of, you're hiding in the shadows. There doesn't seem to be any slime or ooze. It's mostly just dust with the footprints of whatever these drow are, kind of lingering around. And what did you get, Javon?
Oh, 22.
Okay. The two humanoids are now dead. The other ones don't seem to have noticed.
How many of them
Esther-
are there?
From what you can see, kind of they're spread about the room, messing with the books. You
So
can see maybe 8 of them.
Okay.
there's 8.
I skulk
So
at.
Philip,
I go out to the next fray.
yeah,
That's
Philip
that's-
can notice that I pass that information on to the guys outside the room with my eye while I still have it.
Okay.
I go ahead and sneak attack the next guy that's by himself, unknowingly.
Drea wants to go for one as well.
Okay. On the ground floor, you can see that there are maybe 2 of them just kind of perusing the books. They haven't seemed to notice you guys.
18.
To hit or stealth?
Hit. I
That'll
already
hit.
stealth at 18.
Okay. That'll hit. Dre, you kind of
Alright.
sneak up on another one. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh god, that's great.
Who's going first?
22 damage.
Okay. And then Dre, what'd you get? I'll say you're doing this simultaneously.
I rolled the hit, right? So,
Yeah, roll the hit.
I'm pretty sure I hit with a what is this? 3. What's my strength? Oh, wait, that's Ignil. Fuck. So +2. So a 18 to hit.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. This thing's gonna be dead. What do I need to roll? What level rogue am I? 3. Sorry.
Not a problem.
Level 3 rogue, it gets 2d6, and then I'm using a great axe. I'm literally just heaving this guy in half if I can.
Okay.
So that was a bad roll. I might not kill him. Fuck. Hold on. Where's a d12? By the way, the thought of being a paladin rogue is just so awesome in my head. I just want you guys to know that.
Oh, I believe it.
I imagine like Miney sitting there like dragging a claymore across the floor, and like people being like, "What the fuck is that noise?"
It's a great
out of
axe.
nowhere, just getting fucking chopped in half, and then just like running back into the shadows. Like they don't see him, but they definitely see a blood trail leading back into the shadows.
It's 12 damage.
Meow meow
12 damage?
meow.
You kind of
Oh,
like
man.
tap him on the
Yeah.
shoulder, and as he turns, you just from underneath cleave him right in half.
Oof.
There's no noise. He just kind of like the axe gets halfway through him, and he just kind of looks at you, and he like starts to tear up a bit, and then you just finish the job and rip the axe through the rest of him.
What a
And
dick.
Thurkir, what weapon are you using, Thurkir? A dagger?
A rapier.
A rapier? You kind of just quietly and elegantly sneak up behind the guy, and just in one swift motion, you puncture his heart, and he just goes limp on the ground.
All right, 10 stealth again.
Okay, yeah, both of you make stealth checks.
Woo! 24.
Fuck, I forgot.
So that's 2 more dead.
2 more dead. So it's down to 6.
All right, I will
Fucking-
try to find. Yeah, I'm gonna keep Ran outside. Might as well let the freaking rogues do their job, in my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and look towards the next closest. I guess,
Just be
person
ready
to me.
to run because Drea rolls a disadvantage on all her stealth checks. She's proficient in stealth though, but she has
It's like
No
that moment-
problem. I
every
might
roll.
have a few things to help you out.
It's
I
like
need to
that
change
moment
this
where
one.
she has a disadvantage where she just rolls a nat 1 even though she has a high stealth proficiency.
I rolled a 13 for my stealth, Logan. By the way,
Okay.
again, I think.
You notice that the room has gotten kind of quiet. The talking has died down, and you hear a voice go, "Johnson, are you okay down there?" Johnson!
Okay.
Drea
I
kind of
start
whispers. No, Drea kind of whispers back, and as best as she can. Wait, oh wait, can I change it to his? Wait, how do changelings work? Fuck, hold on.
You touch the body of the person that you killed, or the person that's
Change.
alive, and you can usually take
5e.
on, I think, their
Hold on, Manny.
parents.
Hey, Miney. If you can just roll good to change your voice, I can go ahead and help you out with the
Can
image.
changelings change their voice? I think they can, right?
Yes, they can.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
So I touch. Wait, do I have to touch his corpse? You can duplicate the appearance of a creature you've never seen. Okay, so I'm just hoping that the one I killed is Johnson. I turn into him, and I go, yes, I'm fine. I'm just busy. Leave me alone.
Make a deception check with advantage.
Oh, this guy is fooled. 19 plus like something.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you, but I don't know if it matters or not.
You hear the voice go back, go, "Oh, well, all right. Just hurry up. Rubella wants those books by noon." And they go
Sure
back to
thing.
their duties.
Maya's first reply is she hot?
The room kind of goes
Wait, what?
quiet again.
I thought you were gonna ask if Rebella's hot or something. To my to
Who's
Logan.
hot?
Rebella.
I don't know who that is.
The other rogue figure said, "Just find the book that Rubella wants."
Oh.
Okay. So it looks like the rest of the members are up on the second floor.
Mhm.
They don't seem to have noticed anyone yet. It looks like maybe they noticed something was off, but because of the high Yes.
Do I need to stealth again?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I go to assassinate the next guy that's not by anybody because he's retarded.
Okay. You kind of scale up the side of the bookshelf and hop onto the second floor where you see another guy. He's kind of crouched down. He's like just perusing the books, kind of like thumbing over them like, "No, this isn't it. This isn't it either." You kind of come up behind him and you take your rapier and go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right, so that's gonna be a 21 to hit.
21. You easily hit him, so go ahead and roll damage.
All right. All right, and with that, that's a total of 20 damage.
20. You jab him gently and he kind of and then falls forward dead.
All right, 10 stealth again.
There are only 5 left.
All right, I'll go ahead
22.
and where's everybody else spread out in this situation? Are there any close by or?
They're all kind of spread
Are
out on
there-
the top. It looks like
Are
there's
there any
no.
grouped up?
There are 3 who are together, kind of talking and looking over books, and then there are 2 kind of descending the staircase down to the first floor.
Okay, I want
Igneel
to go
kind of
ahead and point
whispers-
at.
I was gonna say Ignil kind of tries to whisper to the group if he can that he can cast a fireball on the 3 that are grouped up.
I'm gonna go ahead and whisper back to him. Maybe not, in case the book we're looking for is here. This is a library, and everything burns.
True.
It's gonna. So I'm gonna go ahead and poke him in the nose like a little poop, and say no. Say
What
no
the?
to that. I'm gonna say no
I
to
look
that.
at.
But
I
I'm
look
gonna-
at
Ignil
Nick
is
like
just
this.
he has the biggest face of disappointment that you've ever like witnessed in your life.
I also whispered to him that we're gonna have to talk about your burning shit. We're gonna have to sit down about this at some point. But I'll go ahead and I'm gonna point at what's your rogue's name again, Miney?
Drea.
I'm gonna point at Drea and say, if you and all you hear in your head, if you and the other rogue take out the 2 on the side, I can handle the 3 in the middle.
So as since Ignil is disappointed that he can't cast fireball, he casts haste on Drea.
Okay. Is haste a touch spell?
No,
Huh?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
it's a
It might be
touch.
actually.
It's not a touch spell.
I don't think it's a touch spell.
Wait, no. It's
But-
Actually, it is
range
touch
is
spell.
30 feet.
Okay, you're fine.
Okay.
But
Okay.
there's a side effect I think of haste, which is like.
But I think I
after
had like an
haste
18
is done,
for my stealth for Ignil, by the way. So he hasn't done anything yet.
Okay, also make a wild magic roll for me. You know, a
Yeah, and
D20.
I was going to.
I noticing the
I'm
fact
good.
that he just
Okay.
did a roll and everything. I back up.
You're fine.
With Vaughn.
Drea is now hasted. As you guys have been talking, the two have descended the staircase, and they begin to approach the reception desk where the other 2 bodies are. They haven't noticed anything yet, but they're getting close.
I want to
They're
go ahead
here.
and point at one of the
Drea-
guys in the 3-man group, and
They're here. Get ready
I'm
for
gonna
a
cast
combo
hideous
attack.
laughter.
Okay.
Their kid
what's the
gets
save
ready
for
for a
that?
combo attack and jumps down.
Creature you see within range must make a Wisdom saving throw or fall prone to laughter,
That's
and
a
an
natural.
incapacitated for
Plus
natural
As,
3. Then he is.
Drea sees the other. Sorry.
So yeah, the one of the guys in the 3-man group falls down, laughing uncontrollably, and I'm gonna assume that the 2 near him confused and try to check him on him, and the other 2 probably start. I mean, you can make if you want them to go ahead and check on them as well. It's your choice, but they are distracted and not going by the dead bodies.
Okay. So you cast Tasha's
Logan.
hideous laughter. Yes, Miney?
Drea was gonna move in and try to attack the 2 that were coming down the stairs before they found the corpses.
Likewise. I
Okay.
was gonna sneak
You 2 are
attack the
making
other
combo
one.
attacks, so go ahead and roll to attack. Javon,
Sorry.
you
Boom.
cast Tasha's hideous laughter. The one he starts to chuckle, and then he just falls to the ground laughing uncontrollably. The other 2 look incredibly confused and are like, what's wrong? And they like start shaking him and trying to get him out of it. And I'll be right back. I have to get a drink. My throat's killing me.
No problem.
So go ahead and make your attack rolls and
What?
remember what you rolled.
This is kind of intense, Javon.
I
I can't believe
So-
we cleared this whole room just about with 3 fucking rogues. This is OP. Like my
Yeah.
character's not as
So
OP
what-
as you guys are, but still.
Because
Yeah,
rogues
dude,
are
no,
freaking
like,
overpowered.
My
It feels like.
rogues are overpowered as fuck. Especially if you can get a rogue to do his job and be stealthy, rogues are overpowered as fuck. The only thing that we definitely couldn't take the fuck out would be like the fucking dragon. We could do some good damage, but we definitely wouldn't fucking kill it.
Yeah.
But I have an idea. Because the message is a cantrip, so I'm gonna talk to both of you.
Yeah, keep in mind that you can only say a set amount of amount of words, and you do have to tell them they can reply to the message as a heads up.
I don't know what the set amount is, just because at least on here it just
It's
says the message. Let me see. I'll
about
check in the back.
25 words, I believe it was.
Oh, that's easy. What I have to tell you guys is pretty simple.
I'm back.
I'm just glad I had the opportunity to use fucking my changeling ability already. Fuck.
All right, Logan. While they are killing, I'm gonna assume the other 2. I'm gonna go ahead and use message on both of them and ask them if they have any ranged weapons, and they can
I
reply
don't
back.
think Drea does. I haven't picked one, so no. Actually,
Okay.
well, no.
So Thurkir and Drea, go ahead and make attack rolls if you already made them.
I got 18.
18 will hit.
I got an 18 or over 18 as well. So
Both will hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. Doing that.
Oh, this is a lot better than last time so far. Oh, damn, max fucking damage practically. Fuck.
Okay.
Well.
Okay.
Well. Okay. 20 damage.
20 damage. Okay.
Abuse.
Drea.
And I got 25.
Okay. You guys kind of quietly run up to them. They don't seem to notice you, and you just lay into them. One of them dies, just cleaved in half by Drea.
I do a vertical cleave, like
Okay.
straight down, and just split him in half.
You see him kind of raise his arms to defend himself. The axe just slides through it like butter and cuts the rest of him in half. The other one goes to pull a dagger as he just kind of, you see the point of Thurkir's rapier kind of stick through him, and then he just kind of goes limp and falls to the ground. So go ahead and make new stealth rolls, the both of you.
God, I
Alright,
keep forgetting I have to roll
18.
stealth again.
18.
Okay.
Fuck, I'm alright, I think. Let me see. 9 plus.
God damn it! Have I been adding this shit to the wrong fucking character? Okay, no, I'm good.
15 for Drea.
Okay. You guys, the last three robed figures are they're up there kind of shaking their laughing friend, kind of freaking out, like, what the hell's going on? You see them pull daggers and kind of look around. They don't see anything, but they now know something's up, and they kind of they're like hunched over, kind of trying to hide themselves.
All right.
Very well.
All right, can I go ahead? I got a twofer for you.
Okay.
Can I go ahead and use I'll have, since I'm still in stealth, I'll have Philip pull out his short bow.
Okay.
I'm doing a stealth attack on one of them.
Okay, which one? Are you the guy who's laughing, or
one?
two?
Yeah, no, definitely not the one that's laughing.
Okay.
I'll do one of the other ones.
You're...
And as he does
Um,
that, Logan, I want to Igneel wants to cast Ice Knife on one of them.
Okay. Is that a
At
save or
level
an
2.
attack roll?
I think it's an attack roll.
Okay, so both of you make attack rolls.
Roll for attack. We're gonna clear this bitch out beautifully. Ooh, natural 20, baby.
That'll hit.
All right, so then
Huge.
1d6, and that's 4d6, so 5d6. Hell yeah, bitches.
Full damage increased by 1d6 for each slot above.
That'll be 17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
You let loose an arrow that flies through the air.
Okay,
Yes?
sorry.
What's your ice knife?
No, go on.
Okay.
Go on.
Yeah.
You let loose an arrow that flies through the air and impales the guy. He kind of, he grabs his chest, stumbles back, and falls off the railing and hits the ground, and his neck, you hear his neck snap as he just kind of lays there dead. The other one, the ice knife, what did you roll, Miney?
Okay, so did I hit with a 13?
13 just hits.
And then, so let me roll damage for that. It's 1d10. And then the ice knife shatters after it hits him. And the people around the ice knife have, within a 5 feet radius have to take 3d6 cold damage. So they have to do his dexterity save or take 3d6.
Well, he has disadvantage because he's laughing. That's a natural 20 and a natural 1. So he fails.
Okay, so he takes, from the ice knife exploding, he takes 10 damage.
And what about the first guy? What do they
And
take?
then, let me see what he takes for the hit initially. Well, he takes the damage as well, the ice damage as well. He has to do a dexterity save too.
Okay.
Is the last guy alive? The one that's laughing on the ground still
It's a
alive?
D8.
No, he's dead. The ice knife impales and explodes. You hear the laughter kind of and just cut off as the guy just lays
And
there
then-
dead.
That's
Oh,
5
you
damage on
attacked
the
the one
main
that was-
guy
you-
that it
okay.
hit. Piercing.
Okay. The ice knife impales him. He kind of screams out in pain as he tries to pull it out, but it explodes, and he just kind of, you see the ice kind of
And-
just pepper him as he just kind of falls back to the
And
ground
Vaughn
dead.
gets away from Igneel, knowing that he just used an ice spell.
Oh yes, Igneel, make
I'm
your.
good.
You're good.
I already
Okay.
did.
Okay.
All right, so we've cleared out the room.
The room is cleared out. There don't seem to be any more robed figures.
In the darkness, in the dark room, all you see is a little gnome head pop up out of the shadows and say, "Jolly good show, everyone."
Jay just goes, well, that was easier than I expected.
Thurkir will go ahead and start cutting fingers. You guys go ahead.
I want to look as Ran. I want to look at Igneel and say, "Aren't you glad we didn't burn this bitch down?" And I walk.
No,
I start heading into the
I
library.
like fireballs, sir.
Come on along. All right. As I check the bodies, are they all seem to be drow?
My character's just holding control flame in his hand. He's just got a little fireball. Like, it's
Okay.
not a fireball spell, but like, you know, just like a. He's just playing around.
Okay,
I think Igneel has the
Javon,
pyro
make
problem,
an
yeah.
investigation check.
As which character?
Who's doing the searching?
I'll probably have Rand do the searching. Actually, no, I'll have Philip. Phillips is definitely going to be higher.
I'll have Vaughn and Thurkir both do a
Is
search.
that you said there was an upstairs, right?
Yes.
Jaya says that she's gonna
14.
quietly that she's gonna go check up upstairs, and then she just goes stealth again and makes her way upstairs.
Okay. So what'd you get, Javon?
I wrote a 14, and as a second thing, I don't think that took as long as mentally it did. So can I send my other eye to like continue checking out the library?
Sure. We'll get to that in a
All
second.
right, so
We'll get to that in a second. Your
No
investigation
problem.
check, though. You
Yep.
loot the bodies. You find maybe 30 silver spread, like in total, 30 silver. You find a bunch of daggers. Oh, I have to close the book. And you notice that most of the people are drow, and most of them are male. Actually, all of them are male.
All right,
Okay.
females.
Logan.
Yes.
I got a 13 for Vaughn and a 14 for Thurkir, and they're pretty much looking for that book that Thurkir overheard about.
Okay.
I guess I should point out also, by the way, after we killed the last couple, Jaya turned back into herself,
Okay.
just to not confuse everybody.
Okay. Uh,
I
Vaughn-
attack her. I'm sorry.
Vaughn and Fakir. You take the better of maybe an hour to search the entire shelves. Well, actually, no, not an hour. It only takes you maybe 10 minutes because most of the books are gone. It looks like the shelves are mostly empty. There are maybe a total of like 20 books left. None of them are the book you're looking for. But you don't find the book, basically.
All right.
Wow.
For a second, I'm gonna go ahead and sit down, meditate for a bit, as Vaughn, and I'm gonna hold my holy symbol on my belt for a bit, and try to ask, see if I can call upon Tara to go ahead and see if I can get an answer from her of some
Are you
sort.
using a spell?
No, I'm just like really just doing a religion check to see if I can get at least some kind of like little hint. That's all
Okay.
I'm doing.
Go ahead and make a religion check.
And Jaya's
Woo.
rolled a
Push you.
19 for her stealth, and she already went upstairs and is looking around.
15.
15? You kind of quietly pray to yourself, and you wait quietly as you hoping to hear a response. Nothing comes through. There's no yes or no. There's no change in the wind because there is no wind. But you don't really get anything. Drea, you climb
This
up to the
place is
second
too
floor.
quiet.
You pass the the two cultists you killed because one of them fell to his death.
Wait. One
Also-
dead? Oh shit.
They're all dead.
Yeah, the one that I shot, the arrow fell over and broke his neck.
Yep.
Oh god.
Javon, Philip finds a key.
Mm.
And on the edge of the key is the number 2. So you get the idea that maybe it's the key to the second floor.
As again, since I'm very short, you just
Do
kind
I
of
get stuck at a door?
out of the shadows.
Thurkir
I found a
heads
key. I found a
over-
key. And he starts
He
kind of
goes to
like
the second
dancing
floor.
about like a happy little gnome.
I gotta group up with the changeling lady
Okay.
as Thurkir.
Can I investigate the room? As Philip, just one last time, just make sure there's nothing else we're missing. Whether hell, if that book happened to be in here,
Go ahead.
I'll roll another investigation. Because we could start heading out to the other room, and Logan's like, if they had only known I left the book on the table, haha. 26, so nat 20. Nat 20, 26.
You go over every book in the library. It doesn't take you that long. There's not that many.
I'm very fast.
You don't find the book you're looking for, or anything close to it. You find books on like random things, like history of dragons, how to cook, stuff like that. But you don't find the book you're looking for.
Can I keep that History of Dragon book?
Yeah, of course.
Fucking knew
you
it.
Take it off the shelf.
I knew it.
I put it in my little pack. And then I guess I just gather up with everybody else. And
Okay.
Is there a door in front?
as Rand, I just keep. I guess I'm still sending the eye about to move ahead for us.
Okay. The eye picks up on another set of footprints.
I got something, guys.
They lead back the way you came, into the narrow room and back into the hallway, and then
There are
where
own footsteps. Sorry.
they go up to what looks like a locked door with the words "second floor" written on it.
Okay. Do they look
I
fresh,
like to pick the lock.
or do we just happen to not notice them?
I like to pick the lock.
It looks like they're not fresh, but it looks like they maybe in the last hour before you guys arrived.
Okay.
You just overlooked them at first.
All right. I
Okay.
will send
Can
my eyeball through the keyhole
Okay.
or underneath the door, and
Can I
I'll
pick the
tell the
lock,
guys that I
Logan?
found the door possibly to the second floor.
I start to pick the lock, Logan.
You're still in the library. The eye is way ahead of you.
We're in the
Oh,
library.
wait.
That's inside the library.
I run away. I disengage and run over to the second to the door. Hopefully, if I can run to a
You
door.
don't know where the
if
door
I
is
know,
at.
I don't care. I'm just gonna keep on running until I see a door that says second floor on it.
Please make him do an investigation check, and I hope he rolls a 1. And
Make
go
an
and he
investigation
pulls
check, man.
pulls a full Zolo, and he just goes the wrong direction.
Shutting down the metagamer. Shut him down,
That's what I want.
Vaughn. Shut
Hell
him
yeah!
down.
I want him to go
Okay.
full Zolo.
21.
21.
You lucky little bitch.
I don't know. I think he's lying.
I want him to go full Zolo and just move, and he ends up running into the fucking dragon. He's halfway across fucking town.
That's funny.
Third tier.
Is there a dragon? Oh yeah, there's a dragon.
Yeah, it's not here, but it's in the market. I think is what he said.
Yes.
Oh, Logan, just a heads up. I'm gonna get his leg back.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna get that guy's leg back.
Dude, that'd be hilarious.
I don't think it's gonna have meat on it, but I'm gonna get the fucking bone back at least, or something
Okay.
close enough to it. But let's continue.
Third tier.
I digress.
I'll say the rest of you follow the instructions from Rand's
Rand.
eye.
Mm-hmm.
Rand, your eye kind of squeezes through the lock, and on the other side is a staircase that leads up. As you drift up towards the staircase,
Mm-hmm.
you see it just opens up into another expanse of a large room, but there's no.
Okay.
All the bookshelves have been toppled over, and instead in the center of the room is just a pile of books that maybe goes up to 50 feet high.
Okay.
Oh,
do I
God.
see any living creatures
Make a perception
in
check.
there?
We're dealing with a white
Perception
dragon.
it is. I got a 16.
16.
I'm doing really good with these 16s today.
You notice buried under the books, it looks like brown fur.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
So
it's a
guys,
furry.
looks like this. We're gonna be if the book is in here, we're gonna have to do some searching. There's a lot of
Logan, it
books in here. I know we're in a library, and that should make sense. But
Logan,
there's
is
also
Turkey in front
something
of the front door?
furry in there. So let's all be careful.
Logan,
Again,
is
every man for himself. The only person I care that makes it is Igneel. As long as he doesn't burn this place down.
That's
hey,
always a
Logan,
possibility.
Which
Logan,
is
is
always a
Turkey-
possibility.
Is he in front of that door that I was investigating for?
Yes, you find all of you come to the door.
All right, I picked the lock before anybody can open it.
Okay.
I think Ignil needs to start a fireball AA.
Dear God.
Wait. Oh god.
Okay, you guys.
23.
Okay, you. It's not a hard lock. You actually you get halfway through it and it unlocks on its own. You kind of are surprised you did it so easily.
I walk forward, close the door after he opens it, put the key in, unlock the door, and open the door back up.
Okay.
I close the door again and try to pick the lock.
Make a lockpick check.
Drea wakes for an opportunity where there's no one's touching the door and she heaves the lock off.
28.
You pick it again. Drea, make an attack roll.
Can I roll a...
Ran.
Okay, 18.
Rand looks to Ignil in complete confusion on what the fuck's going on.
Drea, you
Va
take your
Vaughn
axe
looks at
and you
it.
slam it into the door, and the knob kind of breaks off and falls to the other side, and the door just kind of opens up.
I whispered over to Ignil and is it Ram? Ran?
Yep.
I whispered to them both. I think this is a rogue thing.
Yeah, it's, do we have to deal with these people?
I guess so.
So, well, they did clear out the room, so I mean, I can't be
I mean,
too upset.
they are good at killing. I mean, that's all that matters to me.
It's like they're comparing each other's dicks or something like this for a second.
This is a rogue
By
dick
the way,
measuring contest.
She...
Yeah.
What would you need for lockpicking? I don't even think Drea is a proficient
Thieves'
in whatever
tools.
you need. For... Oh,
Yep.
Need thieves'
I
tools.
might have thieves' tools. I think I do actually, because I picked the urchin background.
Unless you are a bone creature of some sort.
By the way, I think my next character, I want to see if there's a hunger for an undead Manny.
Oh, oh yeah? Sweet.
You
Sorry.
could
I think
be a
there is.
skeleton.
That's what I'm saying.
Jack Skeleton.
Okay, so you guys open the door. You begin to ascend the staircase. As you do, you hear light snoring. Oh,
Stealth.
Wait, is the dragon at the library?
no. Ran relayed to you that he saw brown fur under the books. Not dragon scales, but brown fur.
I
Brown
stealth.
fur. The fuck has
I'm do-
fur in the Underdark?
A furry.
Man, bear, pig.
And Manuel, you don't have to stealth. You can keep your old stealths.
But I rolled a 17 with Vaughn because I never stealth with them.
Oh, okay, that's fine. The rest of you kind of enter the library. This looks like it's not the main portion of the library. It looks like there are some security gates that have been toppled over. So maybe this was where the special books were kept.
Mm-hmm.
The special books.
I definitely gonna have to go through these after we finish this off. All right. From where my eyes at, can I have it keep an eye on the thing with fur? Is it still there? Is it moving? Does it seem like it's sleeping?
It does appear to be sleeping.
Can I depict what it looks like from here or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna send Philip ahead as well, so stealthily to scout the place out as usuals.
Can I determine what it is just by its nature? If it's it's sleeping in the books by chance, Logan.
Say again. Oh, go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception check or nature check on the
Nature check. I'm sorry.
Just making sure. All right, so let's see who has the better of the two evils right now. Thurkir's got a 2+. Okay, so Thurkir got a 15, and Vaughn just got a 4.
Okay, Thurkir, you look closely at what you can see. You can see brown fur, maybe what looks like a paw, but the rest of the creature is obscured by books.
Am I able to make like a straight intelligence check to guess if it's like some chimera or something?
Go ahead, make an intelligence check.
With my my arcane eye, can I go ahead and do an intelligence check as well, so I can see if I can figure out what it is?
Go ahead. Your arcane eye can get closer too.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna put it right there. It's Snoot.
15.
I'm gonna go right there and it's Snoot.
15. Okay, and what'd you get, Javon?
For investigation, right?
Yes.
We'll put it right in this fucking Snoot. I wanna breathe this thing in. I got a 15.
15. Your eye kind of glides under the books, and you can easily squeeze through. And you kind of get up close to what the creature's face looks like. You see it is a feline face, very feminine in nature.
The Sphinx.
As you kind of look over the creature more, you can see it has large wings that are folded up on itself, and its paws are currently. It looks like a lion's body with eagle wings. It has this like platinum headdress, and it seems to still be asleep. It has not noticed you because it's not rolling high.
Would you consider what challenge rating would you consider this kind of creature?
Make an intelligence check.
Oh god. Oh my god, I probably could have rolled so much fucking better earlier because I definitely rolled investigation.
Siri, you're not getting on my desk.
Yeah.
Get down.
I rolled another 15.
15?
Yes.
You don't know the challenge rating of this creature, but guessing from what Thurkir has said that it is a sphinx, you get the idea that it will be a tough opponent if you do decide to fight.
But I'm more interested in the size. This is me asking you. This isn't me. This is me asking you. It's challenge rating.
It's a challenge rating of 11.
I'm down to fight it, so I ain't no pussy.
Oh, what kind of size? What size would you consider this? Would it be like a huge?
It's large.
It's large. Okay. Rand's mouth starts watering, and he whispers to Igneel, "I think this might be a sphinx, and I'm gonna make this my pet."
Oh god. Oh god.
All right, so he doesn't know that we're here yet. Does the room pretty much besides the sphinx seem to be pretty empty?
Make a perception check.
I don't want to start attacking this motherfucker, and then we get jumped from all sides. I got 13.
13? It does seem to be empty.
All right. I whisper to the guys that the room seems to be empty, so I'd probably have our rogues try to attack first and do some damage. And Rand's still blatantly mouth watering because I'm gonna make this mine.
I mean, I think it's been longer than a minute. I think it is how long it lasts.
It's definitely been longer than a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say out of character of Miney that now that I'm 7th level, I have animate major undead. I'm gonna make this my fucking pet.
Oh my god.
Can you really?
Beginning at 7th level, your pursuit of knowledge has led to uncover the secrets of mastering undead of all sizes. You can raise any corpse that is huge or smaller of a monstrosity, humanoid or beast, or one that has a challenge rating of 3 or lower. So I can go by size or challenge rating. It keeps its original abilities and attacks, but loses any resistance, immunities, legendary actions, senses it had, and gains the immunities and vulnerabilities of skeleton or zombie. I can use my commands. You control
It says
one
the
major.
size or 3, because I mean, a challenge rating of 11 is pretty high, I think.
You can raise any corpse that is huge or smaller of a monstrosity, humanoid, or a beast with a challenge rating of it's a beast, isn't it? But it's gonna be dead though, so at that point it's a corpse. Oh, I was talking about corpse. Oh, damn it! I got excited. Let me have it. Logan, let me have it. I want it.
So what are you guys doing?
I'm trying. Thurkir is definitely walking around trying to figure
Are
out what
we,
these other guys are trying to do.
Are we
Alright,
all
I'm
three
going
rogues
to,
gonna go up there and smack it once?
I'm gonna go ahead and So, quick question for you, Logan.
Yes.
I guess without metagaming, I have an ability called Fog Cloud. So, would you assume that if I use that, that anything in that area will be able to see, or will it be like, will I be able to see? Will people like friends be able to see, or is it just gonna fog up everything in that area?
Let me look it up.
You create a 20-foot radius cloud of fog centered on a point you designate within range. Lasts for the duration, or until a moderate wind disperses it. The radius of the cloud extends by 20 feet. Blah blah blah. Blah square.
Okay. I'll say everybody inside of it would have a disadvantage because it doesn't specifically say. It basically just creates fog. It's not like a magic.
No
fog.
problem. Yeah, this is more if I wanted this to be sneaky. Okay, no problem. At that point, then I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to get a good angle. I'm gonna climb up on the bookcase with Philip, and I'm gonna do a stealth bow attack.
Okay.
As before everyone starts attacking it, Igneel casts haste on
Drea.
And
Drea again.
before the fight starts, you start seeing Vaughn start putting his hands together, singing a couple of hymns to himself a little bit, and then pulls out a holy water and sprinkles it. He casts ceremony. Well, not ceremony. He casts bless. What level? Oh yeah, okay. He's casting bless at the 4th level. So he's blessing everybody in the party except for Ram's brother.
Okay.
And that will last a minute, so that's like 6 seconds per turn. So that's a total of like 10 turns.
Okay.
So that's like that's a bonus to D20 rolls.
Okie dokie. So who's going first? What's the order of
And
attack?
am I able to cast a spell with Drea before attacking? Like, can I still be stealth, or do I have to roll another stealth?
You would break
Before-
stealth the second you cast a spell.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
like, okay, because I was gonna use Searing Smite, but like,
I used their cure to sneak
Wait.
attack him.
Searing Smite 5e. So could I cast it before? God damn it! Fucking website. Could I cast a spell before my character goes up there to hit the creature and still be stealth, like stealth again, or?
Yeah,
I'll
you
say
can,
you-
after you attack an enemy, you usually can hide afterwards.
No, I'm talking about. I want to
Oh.
Manny. I want to cast a spell which would break stealth.
Oh,
But if I'm not close enough to the creature for it to realize I'm there, then I want to stealth again.
I'd say you could stealth
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, that should
Oh.
make sense.
I forget you're not an arcane trickster. My apologies.
Alright, so she casts Searing Smite on her axe, and then she has to roll stealth again. So let me roll stealth.
And
Disadvantage.
then I use some of
That's
those
terrible.
demons.
Roll a D plus add a D4 mining when you're doing that.
Oh, I can. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's my D4? Because I'm gonna need it. What's that? Okay, 3. So plus 3, 6.
Logan, whenever
So I got a
you feel like
13
an
for
hour's
stealth.
been up, let me know and my arcane eye will disappear.
Okay.
Did you hear me, Logan?
Say again.
13 for her stealth again.
Okay. You cast a spell and then quickly duck back into the shadows. So, are you all attacking at once?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna
yeah.
do. I think.
Okay, so all of the people who are attacking make attack rolls.
All right.
All right.
Well, Vaughn's just casting his spiritual weapon.
I'm just gonna
And
shoot an arrow, and then actually, yeah, I'll do something with Rand as well. We can all attack this motherfucker right off the fucking bat.
Oh my god.
cast his spiritual weapon.
Do we get
let's
advantage
see.
because it's
Yes, it's asleep.
Oh, thank God.
How close would you say we are to it, Logan?
Fuck! It's not much better.
You guys are maybe the room itself. Let me look at the room. The room itself is 50 feet across.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say you guys are about at the 50-foot range.
Okay. Boss. Then I'm gonna ready Erupting Earth with Ran.
Okay.
And I rolled a nat 20 with Philip.
All right.
And I rolled a
natural 20 for third cure. Well, a natural
Fuck you guys.
27 for third cure.
Okay.
Can I use a bless on any roll, or like
On
Manny,
any
or
attack,
is it
on
only
any
one time?
anytime I attack, any attack roll, and
But is it
saving
last
throw.
for a duration, or is it only like one dice?
It lasts for 1 whole minute, so that's a total of 10 turns if we're in combat.
Okay, so I can use it for like this hit that I just did, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think it helped
I
that
don't
much.
think I rolled
Oh,
this
it
one. I
did.
think it has to make a dexterity. Do I have to roll for Erupting Earth, or does it just have to make a dexterity? So, choose a point where you can see the ground within range. A fountain of churning earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube centered on
Yeah,
that
but it
point.
might
Each
hit our
creature in that
characters
area.
too, by the way.
No, we're 50 feet away from it.
Yeah, but if our character's going in to hit it, our 3 rogues.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I might get fucked up at that point.
You can do that as like after we stab them, we just like jump back or something. This is
I'll
like
hold on. I'll hold on. To
This
that
is
one
the
then. I'll be nice.
this is
I'll
the
be
bonus
nice.
round, right? This is the sneak attack round.
Sneak attack run, yes.
All right.
Mm.
All right. So
I have a lot of good things to fucking slow people down, but
a natural 20 for third cure, and then
no, I'll just
for
use
the
Melf's acid arrow.
for the spiritual weapon that takes the shape of a door hinge for some reason.
You're gonna hit him in the face with the door hinge.
Yeah. It rolled a 15.
Okay. The 15 will miss. The natural 20 will hit.
I missed. I rolled
what?
a 13.
That'll miss. And what did you get, Ran? Or not Ran, Philip?
Philip rolled a 19.
That'll hit. So, Thurkir
And then
Philip,
Ran. Okay, you're good. And then Ran rolled a 16.
that'll miss.
And Igneal casts his protective barrier on Drea.
Okay.
All right.
Igneal and Drea have met before. That's why
So-
he's helping her out so much.
I'm running.
23
Go ahead, Manny.
damage.
23 damage?
Philip.
And as the damage hits, he slunks back into the shadows with a. I have to roll a stealth check again with his hide.
Make another stealth check.
Let me know when you're ready, big homie.
That is 27.
Okay. So,
I rolled I rolled 18 damage with Philip. And with Ran, I casted Melf's acid arrow. So even though I missed, on a missed arrow splashes the target with acid for half as much of the initial damage,
okay, so go
and no
ahead.
damage at the end of the next turn. So that'll be 4d4 of acid damage.
But it only takes half.
Mm-hmm. So it'll take 4 damage. I rolled an 8. So 4 damage of acid damage.
Okay.
And 18 damage from Philip. Who I'll do
As you
stealth and
all
get back in there.
unleash your
But-
volley of attacks, you impact the creature's hide. You can see it kind of thrash, and then its wings unfold, tossing books everywhere. It lets out this large growl, and just kind of eyes all of you. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
No problem. I rolled a 22 with Philip to get back in the stealth, big homie. Just a heads up.
Can you roll stealth after a surprise round, or?
What'd you roll again, Javon?
22 for stealth for Philip
And then,
after you lose the arrow.
okay. And then Drea, what did you roll?
As
Can you-
for initiative,
what?
I have
For
not
the
rolled
stealth.
yet.
Oh,
for
so
stealth.
you can stealth again after a surprise
Yeah.
round?
I'll say you can.
Mm.
Okay.
So I got 11 for Ran.
Okay, so
7 for Philip,
I got
and 14 for Long.
I got an unnatural 20 for Thurkir, and I got a, let's see, 18 for Vaughn.
Okay.
Alright, Logan, my stealth check for Jay is 23.
Okay.
Let me roll initiative. So, 14 for initiative for Igneal. Oh damn, and a 7 for Drea.
Okay. Up first is Thurkir.
All right. Thurkir's already hitting again, so he's gonna go for another sneak attack. He's just gonna jump. He's gonna jump out of the mound of books that were like right there, right next to the Sphinx, and
Okay.
sneak attack her.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Like he's like some kind of alligator coming out of the water. All right, that's let's see. That
I'm trying to come up with
19.
a description
Nice
for my
little hit.
characters, by the way.
that will hit. Got it. Sweet. And that. Oh God. That's 33 damage.
Okay. You run
Um,
up and stab into the creature's hide. It lets out a large growl and kind of
Eh,
tries to swipe you away.
And as Thurkir is about to get hit again, he goes to do another he does another stealth and dives into the books like an alligator.
Okay. As you do that, the Sphinx is going to use one of its legendary actions, and it's going to teleport 100 feet up into the air.
I can teleport? Fuck.
It may use his legendary actions, but I'm hiding its knowledge.
I don't have a ranged attack for Jay. This is a problem.
25.
Can I throw my axe at it?
Yeah, but then,
Okay.
then won't you have to like
I got it, man.
go
I got
get
it.
your axe after that?
Yeah. But I'm hoping I could get it if it lands or something. I
Ooh,
mean,
I got an idea.
at the point if it's flying in the air, she can't do anything.
I got an idea though. I might be able to help bring her back down to the ground before you throw it. Actually, it depends on when your time is. I might be able to bring her back down.
So Logan, 25 for the stealth,
Okay.
and
Up,
that'll be his turn.
up next is Vaughn.
All right. Vaughn seeing this happen and everything, he immediately go. Wait, how high is she, anyways?
100 feet up.
100 feet up. Let's see. That's like 100 feet away from me, right?
Yeah, 100 feet straight up.
Let's see. What's the range in Sacred Flame? Or Toll of the Dead? Let's see. I can actually move my a spiritual weapon 20 feet, the door hinge.
Mm-hmm.
How close would it get to if I moved it?
You can only move 20 feet?
Yeah, I believe. Let me look at again. Pretty sure it's only 20 feet because it has a movement speed different from my speed, and you can only move like so much. G. I guess this is like your guys' time to plan when you want to kill, how you want to kill her.
While this is going on, since we can't really make our turn yet, I yell at
Yeah,
at
20 feet.
Igneal. Rand yells at Igneal. Maybe try to charm this motherfucker.
I don't know if I can charm it.
Charm it,
20
save us all.
It moves up 20 feet. It hasn't gone close to it, but it went up to 20 feet for the
Okay.
spiritual weapon.
So it's 80 feet away
Now,
now.
yeah. Now, let's see. Toll the Dead. What's the range on this? Damn, this is like it's a 60 feet range, so I can't use that. Let's see. Okay, so it's... when something uses a legendary action just so you can't touch it, think, wow. So this is what a monster feels like. All right, so with that right there, I'm gonna hold the spell Toll the Dead until he actually gets him within range, and then I'll unleash it.
Okay.
Logan,
Okay.
and
So-
that'll be it for me.
So up next is Long and Igneal. Who's going first?
Long can go first. Or, well, I guess Ignil can go first if you want, Javon. I'll leave it up to you.
You can go first because just Long's pretty much in the same predicament as your rogue. I can't really
Okay.
do shit. The motherfucker's flying.
Um,
Actually, I got an idea. It's not gonna do me great, but I'll do something. Go ahead. You're good.
hold on.
I knew I should have gotten Smell Sniper, but I can always wait.
I have to look up this spell 1 second.
You're fine.
It's higher than 30 feet.
100 feet.
Fuck. Well, Charm Person's not gonna work. Charm Person's only at 30 feet range. Hmm. Oh, and it has to be humanoid anyway, Javon.
For what?
For Charm Person. Because it's kind of in the name.
Oh, your suggestion.
Yeah,
I don't have suggestions.
Suggest for it to stop fighting us. Logan,
Uh,
can I cast suggest on it for it to be our friend?
the Justin.
He probably has a legendary action against that.
The only
so never
range
mind.
thing I have is Fireball. And I guess, well,
I mean, he's flying. It shouldn't. You
Yeah.
shouldn't burn too many of the books if you do
Hey,
use
hey,
that
buddy, buddy, you say
I
get
look
down
here,
here.
you-
I'll burn all your books.
now. I want Ignil to look at me, and I'll nod my head in approval.
Okay, so Ignil goes ahead and uses cast 2 Fireball, uses a bonus action to quicken a spell and cast another Fireball.
Okay, so 2 fireballs. That's 2 deck saves. That's a 17 and a 16.
He succeeds on both
Okay, so he only takes half damage. Or she.
from each.
Ah, so the Sphinx
Alright,
is that
so,
chick.
Let me mark off my source or my spell slot. That's my last. I can't cast any more fireballs after these. Actually, fuck. I can only cast 1 fireball
Okay, so just 1.
because I didn't have enough sorcery. So, actually, I used quicken spell to cast ice knife at level 2 for so that I throw a fireball and then an ice knife.
Okay.
But it succeeded on the save, but it's. Oh wait, no, yeah. You can keep the save, Logan, for what you originally rolled,
You poopied?
so it
Again?
still succeeded.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Just tally
I
up all the damage
I have
and
to
give me
roll
the
to
total.
hit it though. Hold on.
So the knife is actually
So I
above
missed
it,
with the
start to
knife.
break the ceiling.
So if I miss with a knife, will it even? It won't. It'll just fly into the air, so it won't even
It'll
get
hit the
hit
ceiling
by
above
the
it.
AOE, right?
I'll say it
Of
hits
the
the
ice
ceiling
knife?
above it and gets the AoE.
Okay. But it still takes half damage from the AOE. So
How much ceiling damage did you do, Mighty?
hold on. So what's the fireball? It's 5d6, right? Or oh, it's 8d6. Shit. Get my dice out of the way. So 11. Hold on. So it takes 11 damage. That's already halved for the fireball, Logan.
Okay.
And then for ice knife, it's cast at level 3, so it's 3d6. And 6 damage, so halved is 3 for the ice knife. And
Okay.
that's the end of Ignil's turn.
Okay. Long, you're up.
All right, Logan. So what I want to do, since Long's a fucking zombie, and you had to make us fight an enemy that can get out of fucking range because you're a dick. I want Long to bend down and pick up a book, the biggest book he can find,
Okay.
and I want to throw it. I
Bible
want to throw
fight.
it. I want to throw it
That's
because he's
super
not letting go of
creative.
this goddamn battle axe. That's stupid.
I love you, Javon.
So, can I throw? Can I roll to attack with a book?
Go
A
ahead
big
and make an
book.
improvised weapon attack.
Hell yeah.
I do
Same
book
thing, just
damage.
basic D20.
Let me look it up.
Logan, I don't care what happens. Long kills this creature with a book. When all said and done, the last hit is him throwing a book at
Hits him square in the head. Causes him to die from knowledge.
it.
Go ahead and make an
Blunt
attack
force.
roll.
Okay. I got an 18.
That'll hit.
All right. I don't know how much.
So
I don't know what you
roll
want me to roll for.
roll
Mhm.
1d4.
You said roll 1d100. I can do that for you, Logan. It's a very strong book. I got a 59, Logan.
Roll 1d4.
I hate you, Logan. I got a 3.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
Rand
helping.
takes the book and just hucks it. It hits the Sphinx in the face. The Sphinx kind of winces and just kind of gives you this look like, what the fuck are you doing?
Long looks at everybody and gives a thumbs up. He feels really accomplished.
Okay. Up next is Ran.
how close am I to Long?
I'll say you're right next to him.
seeing his
I
brother
wanna
do this.
without
throws
wasting
a
an
friggin'
action. I
book
want to go ahead and
too.
pat him on the back.
Okay.
Just like a
Just so you know,
like a
I'm
good
copying
job.
you, Javon, by the way, I think.
Hey, bro, you
But
gotta
if Logan allows it, I'm gonna cast Searing Smite on my book, so...
It's flying to 100 feet in the air, right, Logan?
100 feet in the air.
Is anybody next to it?
No.
Anybody else flying? Can I use a action? I mean, my movement to kind of climb up a bookshelf?
The bookshelf is toppled over, but you could climb one. Make an athletics check.
Launch is gonna stand there right next to. Stay right
I got
there.
21.
Right.
21?
Mhm.
You climb to the
For my
top of the
movement?
bookshelf, and I'll say you're
Mhm.
maybe like 50 feet away now.
Okay. I want to go ahead and cast, if you'll allow it, it depends on how you take it, Black Tentacles on them.
Okay.
So it says Black Tentacles fill up a 20-foot square within range of the spell. I can my range for the spell is 90 feet. So if I make the Sphinx the center point of the spell, that should be good, right?
Let me look it up.
Or how? Yeah, it doesn't say that it has to be on a surface. At least with how I'm reading it.
Bro, you pick up a book and you throw the book with the tentacles on it.
It's,
Just power, motherfucker.
It's on the ground, so it wouldn't really work.
It'll say on the ground.
Yeah, it says on the ground.
Fuck you, Logan.
What if you were able to reach the ceiling, Vaughn? Since he's like at the ceiling.
Yeah, how close is he to the ceiling?
About right on the ceiling. The ceiling's only 100 feet up.
Okay, it's touching. Okay, can I cast it on the ceiling above him then?
I'll allow
And
it.
I guess affect the boom. All right, appreciate it, Manny's. Like tentacles fill a 20-foot square within range of the spell,
No.
creating a difficult terrain.
That was
Creatures who
the
enter
metagame
or start their
for-
turn in the affected area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failure, they are restrained by the tentacles and take 3d6 bludgeoning damage. And creatures who start their restrained take 2d6 bludgeoning damage and can then choose to make a strength or dexterity to break free. So if he fails, would you say that he plummets to the ground because he's being restrained and can no longer fly?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I guess you make a dexterity saving throw.
What are you doing to it?
Black tentacles to restrain
Oh.
it and do
That's
damage.
a 13.
And that's my spell. Whatchamacallit, right?
So, what's your spell? Your
Spell DC 16, so you fail.
so fail. Yeah.
Boss. Okay, that's
So
just
Yeah,
making
Damn,
sure I'm
your
doing it
save is
correctly.
higher than my sorcerer, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, my spell DC is 16, bro. With my
Damn.
spell attack bonus is only 4. So then I do. He does 3d6 bludgeoning damage, and then on his next turn, he'll take 2d6 bludgeoning damage, and he can make either a strength or dexterity check to try to break
Speaking
free.
of which, does he take damage from plummeting? 100, well, like from where
That's
he was
gonna
falling?
be. That's up to Logan. Like I said, I was definitely pushing it to see whether or not he let him plummet to the earth, but he's a good sport, and I respect that. 3d6, 3d6, 8 damage, 8 plummeting, 8 bludgeoning damage, and he is also restrained. Correction, she is restrained, and whether or not you want her to plummet or just kind of levitate is up to you.
Okay. That's the end of Rand's turn. It is now Philip and Drea.
I'll go first. Or actually, I think it's like what whoever's dexterity is highest. What's your dexterity?
Yes.
Oh,
Money.
a +3.
Yeah, I'm +3 as well. I
Let
got
me
dexterity
see.
of 17.
Hold
might
on, I'm
as-
on
might as
Neil
well-
right now. I think
You
yours is
guys might as well
higher.
roll a d20.
She's got 16.
All right, yeah, then I'll go first. Already used that, so I'll just go ahead and fire off another arrow then, because I could probably get more damage than just doing Toll the Dead.
Okay, make an attack. roll.
And since I'm still hitting, I will go ahead and make my attack roll. Don't let me down. 19, baby.
That'll hit.
Boss. And then that'll be 5d6 since I'm still hitting. And that'll be 24. Hell yeah, way higher than fucking Toll the Dead would have been. And then do you want me, I can't go back into what's stealth right now, right?
You can go back into stealth. You can dive into the books
Okay.
like Fakir did.
I'm up on the bookshelf, so I'm gonna
didn't even
climb
hear
behind
that.
some books.
Part. Manny.
I'm gonna climb behind some books.
Okay.
26, nat 20.
Okay. Drea,
A
you're
natural
up.
26.
Who?
Drea.
So yeah,
Oh.
20. You got the damage, right? Mine, Logan?
Yeah.
Okay. Arrow to the. I want to shoot her right
So-
in the face.
Drea looking up. She can't remember if she has anything that is ranged because she's unprepared. She throws. She throws her axe at the creature as hard as she can.
Make an attack roll.
Wait, did you throw your axe? Or you throw a book?
An axe.
Oh, you idiot.
I can buy
Add it-
another axe, dude. I'm not worried about that.
Add a
If I lose
d4,
it.
don't forget.
Yes, you can buy another axe, but we still have to.
Oh
go
my
through all
God.
these other places.
Dude,
If
am
you
I
don't get
really
the
gonna
axe back-
miss with this fucking axe, dude?
Did you add a d4?
That's why you should have threw a book. 'cause we
Manny,
still have
I
to
don't
fight
think a
fucking
D4 is
dragon.
gonna help this roll. I rolled a 3.
Add a d4!
Why didn't you
Okay.
throw the fucking book?
It's a
Manny?
6.
Jesus Christ.
Shut the fuck up!
Piece
I
of
have an
shit.
extra attack. Shut up.
But you don't.
Hold on, 6 plus.
But now your axe is stuck in the ceiling.
It's not stuck in the ceiling. It's fine.
No, my
Or actually, no, yeah, it
throws
plummeted.
it, but hey, he holds on to it too hard, he slips, and it slips and falls right
Hold
between
on,
his toes.
guys, chill. Hold on.
Wait,
That's my
Logan,
attack.
did the Sphinx fall out the sky? Did it
5.
plummet or is it still in the sky?
It's still in the sky.
Okay. just restrained.
So will
Gotcha.
a 11 hit? I'm pretty sure it won't.
You have advantage because it's restrained.
Oh wait, I do. Fuck. Oh, that's a lot better. Thank God. I'm glad we have advantage. So it's over 19. So
That'll hit.
19.
It's over 9,000.
I like when Logan lets me just know, so I don't have to do the math. Thank you. What was I doing? Okay, so it's a D12. I roll a D12. Well, I was stealth, right? Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That moment of like realization.
So it's a 6 plus Okay, I gotta roll for sneak attack. That's pretty good. And then for Searing Smite. Okay, so let me see. Bye, fuck yeah. Alright, so it takes 25 damage, Logan.
Okay. As you hurl your axe, two-handed, just over your head, you hurl it. It flies through the air, glowing faintly because of the divine smite. It hits the Sphinx right in the center of the chest and just erupts in holy flame. The Sphinx lets out a blood-curdling scream and then goes limp.
That's a very
Dive-
strong book.
Hell yeah, dude.
Also, you see, all of a sudden you see him just throw another book at his face.
Long sits there knowing that his book is what dealt the finishing blow.
All right. All of a sudden, you guys see Thurkir go up to the Sphinx. He's not looting it or anything like that. He pulls out a knife and he starts to do
Does it
his,
fall on anybody? Because it literally fell out of the sky, right? I mean, out of the from.
I don't
there?
think anyone was in the range to be hit by it, no.
Okay.
Logan, you said you think the Sphinx is a challenge rating 3 creature, right?
Dude, I was about to pick up a
Um,
fucking cast Searing Smite on it. I just want you guys to know
Hey.
that.
Logan,
Yes.
I'm gonna take. Are we gonna take a short rest?
You can if you'd like to.
All right.
There aren't any more enemies here.
I'm taking a short rest, and I'm gonna have as an action during the short rest. Thurkir is gonna use his cunning arson trait as a lizard folk, and he's gonna start carving out the parts of the Sphinx. And who wants a weapon?
I'll
What
take
kind of
one.
weapon?
I can make one weapon out of its body. I can make a shield, a club, a javelin, or darts, or a blowgun needles, and that such not.
How can you
Also-
do that? What?
It's a lizard
Yeah.
folk trait.
Yep.
Oh.
I can also make. It says like trait. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I can make these things. These are, I think, examples of what I can make. But what do you, anybody want something?
I'll take some more arrows.
I can't. I don't think I can make arrows. Like I said,
Oh, I'm sorry. What all could you make again? I was distracted.
shield,
No
a
idea.
club, javelin, darts, and
I'll take
blowgun
darts.
needles. Darts.
Yep.
Okay.
How many can you make?
I can make up to 1d4 darts. But I don't think that I'd use up the whole entire body just to make darts. Just saying. It's up to Logan's discretion.
What would you like to make?
Oh, you can make up to 1d4 darts.
Yeah.
So you have to roll. Thing.
Yeah. So I'm asking what you guys want. So he can just
Just
start
make darts
crafting
for
it.
Javon if that's what he wants.
Okay.
I'll take darts.
Look, I guess I'll start working on making some
Lizard
darts
folk's kind of cool.
with the teeth and everything.
Okay.
And some of the fur, and then you see like the wing, like feathers from the wings start being crafted. I'm gonna roll the d4 and 3. Okay.
So
Logan,
you
just
make-
double checking. Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
You make 3 Sphinx darts.
Yep. Nothing
Much
special about them.
obliged.
They're just special.
Philip will go ahead
And-
and take that.
How much of the body is still left, if I can make any?
I'll say a good portion's still left. A dart's not that big.
Okay. Anybody else want anything?
Well, Logan, since it's dead now, you said it's a challenge rating 3, right?
It's a challenge rating 11, Joanne.
11 minus 7.
No.
Wait, 11 by 7 is 4.
I know, but it's close enough. Logan, you never get me what I want. I hate this place. I'll do, I guess, an investigation check on the creature.
Okay.
Do we find anything else inside of his body worth taking?
since nobody else wants it, wants anything from them, I'm gonna go ahead and start skinning the body of the Sphinx, taking the feathers, bones, and everything. Start like wrapping it around, crafting it, and I make a fine looking shield out of the Sphinx that has like feathers like fluttering on the sides,
Okay.
basically.
Okay, you now have a Sphinx shield.
I don't know if anybody wants it, but if they don't, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. Nobody wants
Okay.
it.
This is
You
just gonna be a
guys-
normal shield.
It's a normal shield. It just looks
You
really
can just,
nice.
you just brag that it's made from a fucking sphinx.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Who's investigating? You said you're investigating the Sphinx corpse to look for loot.
Yep, that was me,
Make an
Ron.
investigation check.
Ron Swanson. 17.
17.
Yes,
Not
sir.
on the Sphinx, but nestled in the pile of books, you find what looks like a little nest. It has 4 art objects, roughly 250 gold apiece each. And you also find this very nice looking long sword with a peridot jewel at the end of it.
I ate the jewel.
You can't. I have it in my hands.
Is it magical?
Make
Can
an
I
Arcana
Arcana check it with Igneel?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Actually, if you want, give me some time. I will cast detect magic with Vaughn.
Okay.
Let's see.
How can you tell what something does anyway, by the way, if it is magical? You have to sit there with it,
You
or?
just sit there with it.
Wait, do I have detect magic? Wait. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, yeah, I do. Been a while.
Dude, where's Igneel's fucking paper?
All right.
Oh.
So within what was it? I think was it 60 feet or 30 feet? Can't remember. Gotta look it up now.
Well, I got a 17 for my Arcana check.
It is magical.
Tell
Well,
me
you don't
more
have
about
to
this
waste your
magical
spell
tool.
slot then, Manny.
Well, I'm looking in the general area if there's anything that
Okay.
emanates magic.
While we take a short rest, can I sit here and just try and figure out what this thing does?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, for Logan, during this short rest, then I guess I'm gonna just start walking around.
Okay.
Walking around within the 30 feet cone area. Well, within around at least so I can see if I can feel anything magical, even within the books, that kind of shit.
Okay. You don't pick up anything magical other than the sword, and that's about it. And
Okay.
Ignil, you're sitting with the sword.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
It is called a sword of answering. This one is
Sword
known
of what?
as the replier.
Sort of
what? One
answering.
more time, sorry.
Sword of
Answering.
answering. Page 206 in the Dungeon Master's Guide if you want to look at it.
I'm
I don't
looking
think
it
I
up
have
on
the
the
Dungeon
Google.
Master's guide.
You can
Yeah,
look
I'll
it up
look
on the
up on
Google.
It's
Actually,
called
it probably
It's
has
called
it in
the
my app.
Sword of Answering, the replier.
replier. Oh, there it is. Neutral. Okay.
Nope.
Oh.
Over here.
Okay.
Alright, the Google it is.
So, answering plier. I see what you're talking about. Oh wait, this is a legendary weapon. Holy shit!
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's a legendary weapon. Okay, and it's a long sword. Shit.
You said the replier, a neutral sword, has a period set in its
It's,
pull requires attunity by a neutral creature. You
A
gain
neutral ca-
3. You gain +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this sword. In addition, while you hold the sword, you can use your reaction and make one melee attack with it against any creature in your reach that deals damage to you. You have advantage on the attack roll, and any damage dealt with this special attack ignores any damage immunity or resistance the target has. It's dope.
Alright,
Who
but
wants
do you,
it?
you have to have a specified alignment to actually use it?
Yes.
No, I think. Or do you?
It requires attunement. Well, it says requires attunement by a natural creature. A neutral sword.
My
Wait, where does it say
There-
that?
Thurkir
I'm
is
looking
a
on the
true
on
nu-
the D&D wiki. Each one has
Thur-
its own because there's
Oh,
9 of
I'm
them.
on
Each one has
some
its
random
own.
website. That's probably why
Yeah,
I'm
each one has
looking.
its own attunity. You have to
Thurkir
be.
is a true neutral.
Yeah, it's a neutral.
Oh, requires a human by a neutral creature. Okay, yeah. Well, Thurkir can use it then, because
Everybody's
Drea is
evil.
chaotic evil, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm neutral, but I'm also just a mage.
I don't know
so
that. I don't know that.
I,
As far as-
I tell Thurkir that I'll give it to her for a price.
I'm not a her. I'm a he.
Oh, Thurkir, sorry, I thought that was which one's freaking
Thurkir. Thurkir's not a
uh
girl.
Miney's person?
Drea.
Drea, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, Rand is neutral, but I don't really see myself using a longsword. So I tell Thurkir that I'll sell it to him for a price.
Hmm. How about this?
How about that money, bro? Me and you. The only person that I care about is Igneel. So you got to pay.
How about this? The next time you guys are in trouble and I need to go ahead and take you out of city, I will do it. Free of charge.
I mean, I can always suggest that you do it free of charge. How about this? I'm gonna give you the
You
sword
could.
now, and you owe me a favor.
I said I would go ahead and no favor, but I guess you don't understand English.
I don't want that favor. I'll decide on the favor.
I don't think he
I-
understands broken English.
I'll hold out my hand to shake it.
Okay, I shake hand, but Thurkir, behind his back, crosses his fingers, sleight of hand.
Long is standing behind him
Sleight
and
of hand.
watching.
I'm rolling for a
Long,
sleight of hand.
long, make a perception check.
Long, make a
Thurkir?
perception check. Aye.
Thurkir, make a sleight of hand.
Puppy dog.
I'm surprised I got a legendary weapon, dude. Aren't you guys glad we killed this thing?
I'm happy. I wish he had gave me something that would have been
Better for your character.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
31.
Yeah, I'm the same
Technically-
way.
I guess technically I can give it
But it's
freaking
fine.
to whatchamacallit. To
31.
Long.
Is he neutral?
Yeah, he's neutral evil, but he's neutral.
31.
I think you have to be neutral. Neutral. Oh, actually, maybe
Logan, do
not.
you have to be neutral or does
It
neutral
just says neutral.
evil count?
I don't
Oh.
know. It just says neutral.
Long
I'm
could
trying to see
be-
what he has on there.
I mean,
There's
if
a-
Manny doesn't want to.
There's
he
a
wants
weapon
Long to
alignment
have
for
it.
each there's a weapon alignment for each weapon. Says right here neutral
It's-
evil,
yeah,
level
it's-
evil,
It's
Oh.
true neutral.
good.
It's true neutral?
Okay.
Okay. I'm true neutral. Rand's true neutral. Which is very, very hilarious.
What are the
So-
odds that one of us actually had the alignment of the sword, dude?
Logan just randomly chose a sword
You
that none of us
randomly
can use.
got one, right, Logan? Like
It's
you-
random.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Alright.
Alright,
No
so
problem.
Javon, does he beat 31?
Oh, there you go. Thought my controller died on me. I'm gonna assume he won't, just because you only roll a d20. I got a nat 20,
What's the total?
but it's not
Right.
31.
Okay,
I
then.
got a 31.
Then Long doesn't see it.
No problem. I'll go ahead and give him the sword, because the only other person that could use it is Rand, and Rand's not gonna use a long sword.
Okay.
Well, he can't even because it's not the alignment, right alignment.
Oh no, Rand's neutral as fuck.
Yeah, but he has to be neutral evil.
No, he has to
I
be
mean, he has to
true.
be
true.
neutral.
Long
neutral.
is neutral evil. Long is neutral evil. Rand's neutral.
Alright, so
Yeah, my character is
sword of
neutral.
answering.
Gotcha.
And
But he wouldn't use a long sword.
that is where we will end it for today.
All right, man.
Nice. That was intense as fuck, dude. At first, I was kind of hesitant trying to play two characters, but it got better as we played. So
Oh, for sure. Well, I was very skeptical about what was gonna happen once we got into battle, but I feel like if
the only
it flew
thing is,
pretty
like, it's
good.
gonna be hard trying to converse with our own characters. Like, that's the only problem I see us having.